So, just started 50-mile backpacking through hike through the Jefferson wilderness. Just started at Santiam Pass. So off in the distance to the east of me, probably maybe 15-20 miles, is a smoke plume from the Akawa Butte Fire, which is north of Sisters. Not a threat to me, but I'm sure I'll be seeing or maybe breathing that air during my hike. So this is called fireweed, and it really grows in areas that have recently burned. So tonight I'm gonna camp near Summit Lake. And Summit Lake is somewhere along the edge of that tree line over there. This will make a very nice camp spot for tonight. Hiking back to Summit Lake so I can get some water. Okay, so I've got 2.5 liters of water there and 3 liters of water here. Good morning. When I went to bed, it was clear skies. There were stars about 1 o'clock in the morning when I got up to go to the bathroom. But the wind shifted, and the Akawa Butte Fire, which is about, I don't know, maybe 10-15 miles that way, the smoke has just rolled in. So on the trail around 6:30, breathing kind of heavy because of the smoke in the air. This would be normally a beautiful overlook, but today, because of the smoke from the Akawa Butte Fire, you got maybe 3/4 of a mile to a mile visibility. So right now I am skirting the side of Three Finger Jack. And normally you'd be able to see Three Finger Jack from here. Barely see it through the smoke. I think this is probably the best view we're gonna get of Three Finger Jack while she's shrouded in smoke as I skirt along her west side. I am on the spine of the Cascade Range between Three Finger Jack and Mount Jefferson. To my left, the water drains to the west. To my right, water drains to the east. I just wish I had a view through all this smoke. It appears I've got some switchbacks here. Down there. So basically, down there, down there, down there again. You can barely see it. And down there again. Should be fun. For about the last, 8-9 miles, except for the area where I skirted the west side of Mount Thielsen. Except for that, I've been walking through some pretty lush green forest, white bark pines, beautiful. But that is about to change. I am now entering a ghost forest. It'll be like this for several more miles. Stop for a little lunch break at Cocoa Lake. But started raining about, mile and a half ago. I put my rain jacket on, covered my pack. I've got plenty of water to get me to the rock pile, which is about 4 miles down the trail. That's the next water stop after that, after the Cocoa Lake. So it's either sweat under your rain jacket or get wet without a rain jacket. I usually pick a rain jacket. That is called Wasco Lake, and then in the distance behind it is Black Butte. So the rain has quit after a couple hours of a steady light rain, but the air needed it. It cleared out the air. There's still smoke in the distance, but my visibility is much greater, and I don't really smell smoke. And looking behind me on the trail, Three Finger Jack, which I went around this morning. And then North and Middle Sister, way in the distance, and Broken Top beyond that. I am almost
to the rock pile, which is a small little pond right along a ridgeline. I'm kind of anxious to see it based on the topography. But anyway, it's got good water. I think we'll check it out, and I might just end up staying there tonight. On the trail at sunrise. It's going to be a beautiful day. Day 4, been on the trail for about an hour. It's kind of a slog, just one ridge line after another ridge line. Really rocky terrain, a lot of deadfalls. Got about 17 miles to do today to get to Olallie Lake. And I've got about 2,700 feet of elevation climb within the first 7 miles. And then the last 10 miles is mostly downhill, mostly, and back into Olallie Lake. So let's get her done. So down there is Russell Creek. It's probably one of the faster streams during this whole trek. Water's flowing off of Russell Glacier as well as Jefferson Park Glacier on Mount Jefferson. That's my crossing right there. It's gonna be fun. So a lot of times I'll move across the stream and set up my camera so I can get a video of me crossing the stream, but I'm not going back over that one twice. So this looks like a good place to collect some water, especially since the Russell Creek was flowing so fast down the mountain, it was picking up a lot of silt. I don't need to clog my filter. That is some cold water. It's been a while since I've had some cold water. It's nice. Well, look at here. PCT trail marker. You don't see too many of those in the Jefferson wilderness. So I just entered Jefferson Park, which is a special area within the Jefferson Wilderness area. Got about almost 4 miles to get to the other side of it, and it's all uphill. When I get to the other side of it, I will be at the highest point on my hike today at 6,800 feet something. Got about 1,100 feet of climbing to do over the next 4 miles. Mount Jefferson, shrouded in smoke up there. And that Park Butte in the Jefferson Park area. I'll be skirting around the side of it to get over to that ridge line there, cross over that ridge line, and then it's basically mostly downhill all the way to the Olallie Lake for about 10 miles. Jefferson Park area is lovely. Lots of alpine meadows, some lakes, ponds here and there. Very nice, especially since last 5 miles. 5 miles I started out on were ghost forest over really rocky ridge lines, up, down, up, down. So this is lovely. One last look at Jefferson Park before I cross over the ridgeline. The only disappointing part about this was Jefferson is just shrouded in smoke and clouds, but that means I just have to come back another day. I thought I had crested the ridgeline to get me on the descent down to Olallie, but I guess not. I gotta go all the way over here and then up over that ridgeline right there. Then I will begin my 10-mile descent to Olallie Lake. (6,900 feet), crossing over this ridgeline, heading down towards Olallie Lake, and I've encountered my first snowfield. Okay, this terrain just absolutely sucks. Sized canyon, all burned up. Brighton Bush Lake. I'm headed your way. So that is actually, that's called Pyramid Butte. There's actually a trail that goes up to the top of that. Not for me. This trail is rough enough. I have concluded my hike through the Mount Jefferson wilderness, although I still got, I think, 6 miles to go to Olallie Lake. And then I'm done. Let's wrap this up.
During the last few miles, a thunderstorm appeared behind me, and I diverted off the PCT to a Forest Service road where luckily I was picked up by a Marion County Sheriff's deputy about 1.5 miles from Olallie Lake, where I was safely off the trail. My 47-mile trek had come to a thunderous conclusion.